We definitely didn't have super secret talk time. I half wonder if during those things what I should do is I should cut to like 30 seconds of just my head and fucking chat on the right. And use that as like the freaking television show commercials. You know what I'm saying? Where it like right before it actually cuts to commercials, they have some weird little stupid cinematic. Except it's just you guys and freaking YouTube can be like, oh God, even they think he's fucking crazy. Those poor souls. Somebody treat them. He's lost his mind. Harold Beaver. All right, we got them. We're getting the meeting underway. Who has shown? Who hath thrown? I've forgotten entirely everything that was going on. I hath blanked the future. The future of George Jefferson. How is our top wall doing? How long even has Vampire been getting shanked for? How long have they not suffered terminal death? Good couple of hours. I want to say a year in game time. I mean, it wasn't too long before we figured out who it was. He was locked in his room for a long period, though. I want to say in game a couple seasons, the very least. I thought maybe he would need to get treated, but he doesn't appear to care that much. I guess he has nothing better to do. Oh, he's having a meeting still. Or are they trying to have a meeting, but because there's a desk here, it doesn't count? Build table? You need a table for an office, right? Oh, you need a chair. But if I count this as part of his office, needs throne, of course it does. What if I made a new office for him here? Would he be able to attend the meeting in his off time? Actually, you know what? We'll just let him go for now. Workshop, bleed, heal. Military X. Vamp. There you go. Now I can go back to his office so he can so he can hold a meeting. Yep. It might even kill someone. We'll just have to be real careful. The other dwarf clearly left to go do this meeting. He, I'm suspecting, cannot walk. I am suspecting that he has taken major damage again and cannot walk. So clearly the only answer to this is to shank him with the frickin' spear again. What is his military skill up to? Particularly, I want dodging. Level 10.92. Armor user is 11.7. 10.92 and 11.7. 10.93. 11.7. Yeah, alright. I guess it went up slightly. Shield user's rusty. Armor user isn't, and dodger isn't, though. So there is that. He's been resisting rust. Needs metal boots, though. No one wishes to take care of this poor man. How long even vampires are stupidly sturdy? Yeah. When you catch a disease and some sort of dwarves use a blood bag. So anyone watch to the Demon School Aruma-kun? I have seen scenes, I think. Are you talking about the anime, which is the main character is sold to a demon because the demon is the principal of a school, because the demon says he's the grandfather of the main character now, because so now the main character has to go to demon school? Yes. Yes. I haven't watched it, but I have seen scenes of it. All right, more aquifer. Huzzah. We even have stones and gems down here that we haven't touched. What is down here? Arrow opals. Are you are gold. We can do some of our wall out of gold. Ooh. Why don't we do some of our wall out of gold while we're here? Might as well make the Triforce look like a Triforce. Build workshop metalsmith. Where's metalsmith? Am I talking about something on metalsmith? It's in the furnace smelter. I was looking for the wrong thing. Build Java limestone block. You should not be doing bar blocks. Or should say you should not be doing bars. PB. We will do blocks over here, just so I can quantum them out of the way. Far too long I've been not doing this. Build construction, track stop. And I seem to now remember way the fuck after the fact. Wasn't I trying to quantum my clothing down? Dear Lord. New route. Name of the route. Clothing. Track stop. Do not wish to delete that stop. Stockpile from that. Stockpile from that. Stockpile from this one is finished goods of the type that does not include figurines. From here. Are they both the same? Or do they both activate the finished goods? Ah, they both activated the finished goods. And the same thing, I guess. Kick ass. And we will assign it that vehicle. That should handle all clothing on the map. I completely forgot about that entirely. JMQ. Mine. Cart. Wood. Let's get 2 of these going. And I'm gonna do P bar block pile over here. 1, 2, 3. Build construction, track stop. The dumps to the south here. And we'll use that for metal bars. Build construction. I didn't build that at all. Dump on arrival south. Limestone block. You do not allow blocks. We do allow bars. You do not allow blocks. We do allow bars. No bins. No bins. No bins. No bins. Let's get this working. Brilliant idea. Build a room with dwarves with everything they need to survive as an emergency repopulation tool in case when everyone dies. Build a room of dwarves. Terminator, is this not a base? Is this what you're describing? Main character's parents sold his soul to a demon who now calls himself the main character's grandfather. Yes. So how long do I have to do mandatory blood donation? Yes. I don't... You're gonna have to explain this to me, Terminator. It sounds to me like you're just describing a base. Not gonna lie. It just sounds like a base with extra steps, dude. New route. But yes, no, I haven't watched this show, but I've seen goofy scenes. Like, I know there's a succubus or something like that who's kind of maybe infatuated with the main character, or it might be like a motherly instinct where she needs to take care of him. From the few scenes I've seen, I couldn't tell. Blocks. Blocks has this stockpile. Next stockpile has that stockpile link. Bars blocks. Just as blocks. Calling. New route. All this bars. This bars has this stop. This stop gets rid of those, has a stockpile linked to that. This one only does bars. And we have to wait for the vehicles. I think that's just Vault 101, my dude. Well, the room of dwarves. Like, how many dwarves? See, I mean, you could this entire thing. Okay, so Terminator. I don't know if you were here for this. By the way, safety features of the base time. Our base currently has 52 dwarves in it, including children and all that good jazz. The base has walls that go up, but in order to get into like the base, you have to go through this door. And if you're not a flying creature or not a trade caravan, you have to go through this door. Or you could sneak in through the power system and go in through this door. This door down here by the power system, alpaca bone door, which might be giving it away already, is made out of an artifact, the Silvery Stranger. The door at the main bridge is made out of an artifact, the Occult Monastery. Even if you're a flying creature, everyone has to go through this door. This door is made out of an artifact, the Drab Inch. Artifact doors cannot be destroyed by building destroyers. Literally, all I have to do is lock that door right there, and this entire base cannot be invaded. It is impenetrable if I lock that door. If I lock this door, this base is impenetrable to all but flying creatures or creatures who are sufficiently good at climbing walls. This door is just always locked down there. So essentially, whatever you're describing is kind of basically what we already have. The only thing that can really take out our dwarves is something internal, like a vampire or a werewolf or a tantrum spiral. Yes. So if you're talking about vampires or werewolves, we already have a vampire. They don't murderate everything, so we have to worry about them less. The second thing would be werewolves, in which case this is true. If someone were to fight a werewolf, they'd be infected, or they would be injured, I should say, and they would go to the hospital. In order to get out of the hospital, you have to go up this one stairwell. This stairwell has a hatch on it. The hatch is not an artifact, but you cannot destroy a hatch from below. Ergo, for purposes of the hospital, this hatch is impenetrable. If we have a werewolf, the idea is that the werewolf is locked down here, we flood it and we kill the werewolf. There are multiple areas of this base that are essentially designed to be impenetrable bulkheads so that the enemy cannot get through. If we really, really needed to worry about it, the 3 triangular areas above this Z level have a Z level above them that can only be accessed via stairs. If I put floor hatches on them, they too are impenetrable to anything below. Ergo, I could secure the top section by itself, I could secure this section by itself, or I could secure this section by itself. And securing this, in addition to that, would keep it secure, even though this has one above it. I just don't have these floor hatches. But the entire base is designed to be able to be completely and securely cordoned off into, counting outside as an area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 individual sections the base is designed to be cordoned off into. And while yes, it could be breachable from one way to another, it is not breachable from down going up, excepting of course for outside, which you cannot breach from above going down because of the nature of doors. So the base is already kind of in a situation to be like what you're saying. The 2 big things though would be outside and the hospital. Outside can be secured and hospital can be secured. And if all I have to do is lock down those 2 areas, then we have everything we need right here. We have all 3 mental resources. We have bedrooms. We have the ranch of animal breeding. And we have the farm of booze brewing. So we have unlimited booze. We have unlimited food. we have all three of the things, we already have the ability to be completely secured off. We are Vault 101. So basically, the only thing that can complete the base is a complete and utter boogaloo for whatever reason one might start. Yes, accepting a course for glitches. Speaking of which, I'm going to save now. This particular base has gone for 23 in-game years, and for some reason, it tends to have a slightly nasty habit of, at some point, running into a glitch. Like a glitch that literally causes crash to desktop. Not this particular base, but within this version of Dwarf Fortress. I think I've lost 2 or 3 bases within this version and a version before to a repeatable glitch crash to desktop, where for some reason there's just something happening and it won't boot. It just won't boot and play. The point is, in case something like a flood or similar, such as secret fun stuff, read the above comment. So, for secret fun stuff, the only weakness I have to secret fun stuff right now is that I'm too lazy and I did not wall over this inverted triangle. But you'll notice if I build a wall there, and a wall there, this triangle goes nowhere. Other than the fact that I haven't put in the effort, we are like 9/10 of the way from being secured from hidden fun stuff as well. Do we? Or are you off again? You're off again by like 16 minutes. You're crazy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get that timer program does not work at all. I don't know what it thought was going on, but it's wrong. We do not need a quick break in recording. The only thing the only like legit thing that could be an issue, and I would point out, yes, I'm basically cheating it, is if we have a tantrum spiral, which because is the older version and we still have fucking mood issues, I keep cheating their mood up. But you'll notice even then, there's only like 2 or 3 dwarves that even get really down negatively. Most of the dwarves stay up in the green and they're fucking perfectly fine. If I exiled 4 dwarves, I think we'd be good in the long run. But we already have like a non-issue with the ones we do have. And also I kind of want some more dwarves. Maybe they're the ones that the vampire will feed on. Vagzino, welcome to the stream. It's pretty much just the Dwarf Fortress equivalent of SP. So if something goes wrong, however unlikely, you can still rebuild. I mean, I get what you're saying, I really do, but how do I word this correctly? The entire base is designed around that idea. I've lost a bunch of bases. Modular is the wrong word. Sequestratable? Sectionable. The base itself is it. Most of my bases tend to have this type of motif where there are a lot of areas that can be sectioned off at will because I don't know when or where or what is going to invade me. I am not playing on the new update. This is 44, not 47. It's not 47.02, it's 44.12. Mostly because this map took a long time and I'm not ready to abandon it. And also I like the graphics and other features that DF Hack gives me. The next base will be on the update though. Really the big thing holding me right now is this pyramid. Like getting to hell with that internal thing is a goal, but I think once I'm able to show off the pyramid, I legit think that might be like the proper end goal, whereas getting the internal thing to hell might be a bonus quest. Even quarantinable. I build even more paranoid than you, honestly, but the idea is there. Just like sub, each section can be blocked off. Yeah. Nice. I mean, like, for instance, all the food right now is over here, but the food stockpile and the food producing area are two separate areas. So if something were to happen, like down below in this area where the farm is, it's sectionable off. I just haven't put all the doors in. Like I said, I basically stopped just short of full paranoia, mostly because I had a bunch of artifact doors and I wasn't that worried about it. But yes, no, we have built an equilateral triangle by hand. I had to calculate the math, but an equilateral triangle, that's why there's a little line down here, so I was doing it by hand. We have an equilateral triangle. In that equilateral triangle mode, we have an equilateral triangle. That is a Triforce. And in that, evenly spaced from each other by 3 blocks, we have 3 equilateral triangles, for they are the Triforce. The top equilateral triangle has an internal equilateral triangle, which is where the bedrooms are. The lower right one was Triforced again, Triforceception, to have our temple, our library, and our tavern. And the internal negative triangle is the storage area. And of this Triforce is an area that I'm slowly bringing through an aquifer. Up above, I'm slowly building the walls up to make a Triforce pyramid, which technically is a quad force, but you'd only ever see 3, I think. Maybe. Depending upon the angle. You wouldn't see them all completely. What do I need? Do I not have fuel? I suspect my issue is I don't have fuel. Right now, I could load it up in the 3D visualizer program. It would look like shit. I'll grant you that. That's because it's made of wood, and wood looks like shit. They're different woods, I should say. I'm gonna remove this piece of this wall and replace that with gold because we have a gold bar. What I need to do, I thought we had fuel or something on this map. I need to burn some wood and make charcoal so I can smelt some metals. There we go. Yeah, but Vagazino, so like on my, how do I word this correctly? Also, this is in the older version because I'm still using this version for the YouTube videos. So it's kind of a learning thing where anybody is free to come in and ask questions, and or it might start me on a rant of explaining so many side topics to be unnecessary. Whereas YouTube is the more refined, straight to the topic playlist of everything. So I kind of need both of these to be on the same version at the same time. Because if someone sees the videos and they come over here to ask me questions in real time, I kind of need it to look the same if nothing else, which means I need the graphics packs to be working. I need the DF hack and or I need the graphics packs to be working. That way if someone had a question about a video and they came here to ask me, it's the same thing. I'm not working with a different thing. Whereas right now, I think you can get a graphics pack to work if you do a bunch of crazy shit. Most everything right now is just standard ASCII format for the updated Dwarf Fortress, as far as I'm aware. Unless during the stream they updated DF hack and or lazy new pack, and that would annoy me because when I ran this shit at the beginning, I have it checked for updates. When I ran it, it didn't detect a damn thing. So if they updated in the middle of the day, that's not my fault. What video card are you using again? For which computer? So, legit question. What I am doing, because I am recording and streaming and playing a processor intensive game, and sometimes it's graphically intensive game, I'm using my friend's computer that I assembled. Like, he basically gave me a budget and I made a computer, and it's his computer, but I put it together over here to play it. And over here, I'm using a computer that I bought from a company to stream and record it. Of these two, the one I assembled is slightly more stable, but the one I bought is better at calculating and is like a proper workstation. You mentioned one earlier. So, the video card for rendering and doing things in Adobe is the Radeon 7, which I don't even think you can buy anymore because it's not even really properly a graphics card. They like stripped down one of their web server calculation cards and you can use it as a graphics card. which is why I got it. It was very expensive. The one niche system that everyone said it'd be good for was if you were like video creators and or you're trying to create content, which is why it slightly annoys me that Adobe doesn't like Radeon cards for fucking rendering content. Slightly salty about that. But the computer over here on the right that's playing the game, can I control delete it and find out, or control shift escape it and see? Do you tell me the graphics card in here? Yes, is a Radeon RX 580. Whereas, like I said, the one over here is a Radeon 7. I would not suggest for playing things a Radeon 7. It is, compared to other graphics cards, like more than twice as expensive. The card they made after the Radeon 7, I'm forgetting what it's called right now, is cheaper. And for gaming purposes, is probably better. The Radeon 7, though, was better at like calculations, not even necessarily graphics things, if that makes sense. So essentially, I'm using something as a graphics card that was modified off of a computation engine, is what AMD did to make the Radeon 7. Wouldn't suggest that as an end user for a graphics card. Yeah, an RX series should be good, but I wouldn't necessarily for gaming recommend a 7. I ordered that computer and designed it around the 7. So it's kind of ass backwards to what you want in a computer. And or also the company fucking is awful, and I had to do the timings. I paid for professional, I mean, I got it refunded, don't get me wrong. In the end result, I didn't pay. But when I ordered it, I paid for professional overclocking, and they fucked everything up. So I had to teach myself then and there the timings needed for the RAM and the processor to like make it stable and work. And the fact that I had to do that is so baffling to me. I will never order from that company again. If I ever order from a company, I'd rather just make the damn thing myself. But I wasn't gonna be able to get a Radeon 7 easily. The 57 XT is comparable to NVIDIA 2070 for pretty much the same price. So it's like that FreeSync monitor so much cheaper than the NVIDIA version. What are the new Radeon cards? Because didn't they come out with like fucking beast mode shit semi-recently? Like I said, they have things beyond the 7. I just forget what they're called. Radeon's graphics cards. You gonna load for me? Or is this already loaded? The world's first 7nm gaming GPU, the Radeon 7, except for they made some series based upon it already. The RX 5000, is that the new series? Is that what you were talking about? The RX Radeon 7 is still about a 570. The 5700, the RTX is NVIDIA. The Radeon RX 5700 XT, I think, is their latest, or the 50th anniversary is, which I think is their super premium overclock version. I forget how this shit works. Is this off the 7nm line? GDDR6. There's also that too. The new graphics cards, for some reason, like they switched back, or they switched over to GDDR memory for the graphics cards, which I don't know why. I mean, probably because they're cheaper. The Radeon 7 graphics card used HBM, high bandwidth something or other RAM, like something that's like stupid expensive, but apparently is a faster RAM or some nonsense. I forget. Like I said, it would probably work better if, or I should say, I would be less angry at Adobe Premiere if it would just use the graphics card correctly. The fact that they're like, I don't know about that, annoys me. But I mean, that already renders way faster than that one does. Even if it's not the full thing, it already renders way faster. I want to say cut out like half the time. Where I can get out 16 hours of video from an 8-hour video clip in about a day, whereas that one I could get half of that. I do not like the idea of their ray tracing thing. Let me rephrase this. I like the idea. I like what it can do. I have yet to see that thing implemented without fucking annoying the hell out of me. Because like, oh, we did it in Battlefield 5 or whichever game it was, and what they do is they have the frame rate. Who is going to play an action first-person game with half the frame rate? Fucking baffles me. Minecraft kind of half makes sense because you're probably already running a mod pack in it that gets rid of your frames anyway, so who cares at that point, I suppose. But like, why would anyone play a first-person shooter and then willingly cripple their frame rate? Does not make sense to me. They need to figure out a way to do it without crippling the entire graphics card. With whatever their RTX ray tracing cores are, that whenever they turn on ray tracing, you lose half the fucking shit from the graphics card. Fucking goofy to me. There's also Quake 2. There you go. You have Quake 2. Does that also reduce your frames per second by half to do ray tracing? Or are you talking about like the original, like way back when Quake? What are we talking about? Is there like a new remake of Quake? What are we talking about here? But no, just the idea. Here's the thing. NVIDIA, if I overlook their assholitude, I overlook NVIDIA's assholitude, NVIDIA would be fine with their graphics cards if they would stop doing goofy shit like half-baked. For instance, ray tracing. Lower my frames per second by half to make it look pretty. This is for gamers, right? Because it's fucking expensive. Who is wanting to lower their frame rates? That is never an acceptable sacrifice. I don't get it. On their graphics cards for laptops, I hope they got rid of it. They had the Optimus technology. And the purpose of it was, in a gaming laptop, was that it would save power so your battery would last longer and or you would have a lower power bill. What it did was it made it so you could never play Sonic the Hedgehog. Fantastic. Good technology. 10 out of 10. Would do it again. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Just nonsense. Axe, where is this dude? He's close, but he's not doing what I want him to do. Where are you going? So you're saying no job, but you're also not doing what I need you to do. Oh, it's because I put you to bleed heal, that's why. Not bleed. I need you to bleed. But what I'm talking about, by the way, just how stupid this is. So I think after their first iteration of where is he going? At least one of their first iterations of their power-saving Optimus technology in gaming laptops. I had this when I was first in the military, like my old pre-military laptop. It was Sonic Generations, I want to say is what it was. And what it did is it would determine when you used the graphics card and when you used the onboard graphics and the NVIDIA processor graphics. The problem is, in order to run the game, you had to run a configuration that would determine what graphics you were using. You had to choose, for some reason, your fucking graphics adapter. But of course, at that point, it's not doing three-dimensional or anything. So your only option, because Optimus technology didn't say what the preferred one was, is it fucking cut it off from the motherboard, basically, is it would detect only the default Intel thing. So that was your only choice. Okay, fine, click it, run the game, I'll fix it when I get into the game. You run the game, and it tries to render it via 3D shit, and it go, oh, okay, I need that Intel thing to render things. NVIDIA would detect it, go, no you don't, you want Intel, you want NVIDIA with Optimus technology. And what it would do is it would cut off the Intel thing and try to force it to run on the graphics card. Which at this point, the game is throwing a major error because it goes, no, I need the Intel. You told me the Intel one. And then the whole fucking program wouldn't run. And it was like a major problem for a while getting it to work. Because even if you did the program saying specifically, I need you to use this card, the fucking early Optimus technology would disconnect the card, would disconnect like the Intel thing, being like, all right, I'm going to render, activate the graphics card, and then be like, oh, they want Intel or whatever, and then try to like turn them both on. But it already forced it to the NVIDIA graphics to do its setting to see if it was going to be Intel. Like, it fucked itself up. And I don't know why they do stupid shit. They always have a good idea fairy fucking locked in someone's asshole, fucking just popping out every now and then, coming up with a new idea, and it never fucking works. They keep coming up with stupid shit, and I just want graphics cards. I just want a graphics card to play games. I'm here to play games. Do the gaming. I think I got lost in the middle there. NVIDIA annoys me. Hey, Sanctum, welcome to the stream. Good idea, Fairy. You've never heard of that? Hold on. Where did my Axe Dude go? You're not allowed to be up there, Axe Dude. Why are you suddenly pretending like you're allowed to be up there? S-A-M. But yeah, whenever you're in business, or like whenever you're working at your job, or like you're at your military or whatever, at some point someone in leadership is going to come up with an idea. The idea sounds good to them because they have now they've either never been or they've spent an unnecessarily large amount of time not being like the lowest level worker, the boots on the ground soldier. So they'll come up with an idea that sounds good to them because they don't know how that idea would actually be implemented. So they come up with an idea and they tell you, and suddenly you now have to figure out how to solve their idea. No one who has to do that job would ever come up with that job. So that this idea only comes from a land of pure fantasy where they don't know where the job or how that job would work. So it's called the Good Idea Fairy, because it's a fantastical creature that gave them an idea that would only work in pure fantasy. So that's what it's called. It's called the Good Idea Fairy. And I'm not even out of ideas. So it's good on paper. They're crap in practice. Yeah. So because the idea would only work in the land of fantasy, only a fantasy creature could have come up with that idea. So, Good Idea Fairy. If you have a boss that comes up with something stupid, it's because the Good Idea Fairy. There's a bunch of blood over there. I'm gonna try something. There is blood in this square. Yeah, you catch me? There is blood in that square. So I'm gonna deconstruct all the walls around it, cheat water to the left, and cheat out the water to the right, and see if we can't just nudge the water where I need it to go. And please, for the love of God, don't tell me someone's trying to clean. He drives all this, but I imagine things should go in his head canon while ignoring the practical day-to-day reality of how things actually work. Yeah, your dude's got a little Good Idea Fairy on his shoulder. He's perpetually stuck with a Good Idea Fairy. And that dude just cleaned. The last dwarf out just cleaned the blood. The blood that I needed to go into the hole. All right, you know what? Screw it. I don't understand why this dwarf is still not going to where he needs to go. Like he's pretending like he doesn't have to go over there. If I don't do it without any, let him dodge. Let him dodge, I say. If he dodges in the wrong direction, I'd rather have blood on the ground. Since this man doesn't dodge ever anyways, I would rather the blood be on the ground. Why are you acting like you don't have to go over here? Where are you going? You have to pay attention to the burrow. Why does he get to act like he doesn't have to pay attention to a burrow anymore? Go to the burrow. Thank you. I'm locking this damn door. No one's cleaning. I can't believe that dude just went in there and cleaned. Oh, look at all this blood over here. Wouldn't want that to get into the well. I'm a good soldier. My doors are bleeding everywhere because I keep shoving very dull wooden sticks up their rears. Too complex level security is a good idea. For example, a worker has to go through 3 different scans for accessing their workstation. It usually ends with a phone book keeping the door ajar. Yeah. Because he's a burl. Low real perm. Yeah, no. Stuff like that. Hold on. He got stabbed, I suspect. Did any blood come out of him? No. Build construction floor. Before we go further, I'm actually just gonna floor everything up now. Since this has not worked. And really, this whole thing could have been simplified if I just... build the spike trap down there. I'd have to keep cheating to make it work, though. That'd be annoying. If there are burrows underwater, would he get angry? What are you doing, buddy? Get back on your spike trap. You're not allowed off your spike trap. Go back to your spike trap. Well, he was there for a second. He'll come back. Bad enough you keep cheating. Shut up. See, he doesn't want to just stand there now without the walls. Trying to think of how this could be rectified. See, the problem is if I just stabbed him, we had blood in there, and I filled the room with water without that aquifer there, he's in the perfect position for a well above him. That's the issue. This would work if this was the bottom of the well, but I want the well to be down one because I think I hate myself. What if we didn't have an aquifer? What if build construction floor? What if this was just a floor and I just stabbed the shit out of him and we treated this as the bottom of the well like we should have done hours ago? Would this be better? Build construction wall. Let's put some gold here. Gold. 1 whole gold bar. Like I pointed out would have worked hours ago, but for some reason didn't want to do. I keep trying to get him into the aquifer. Why don't I just do this like a sane person and do it the way I've already acknowledged it needs to be done? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just do that? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you cleaning? Yeah, whatever. Clean up the dwarf pus. Cool. Whatever. Clean up the dwarf pus and get out of my way. You need to stand in your burrow, you son of a bitch. I'm just gonna pass it, I guess. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna edit your burrow. There you go. That is your burrow. That is all you're allowed for a burrow. Go stand there, you son of a bitch. You need a full bridge rectifier. Why don't you just make his office in the ones where you've gotten under the aquifer by now? I don't even want this asshole to be the mayor. I don't even want him to be the mayor. Good. Finally. Finally, he got the idea. Please bleed. Please bleed for me. I would love some good old-fashioned bleeding. Pull that lever. All right, that set it down. Now this will put it up. Someone come stab this man. Right in 1,000 years of darkness. Fantastic. Why am I not getting the liquids? There we go. I'm worried that if I put 7 there, I will lose the blood. But I also don't want this going into the wall. And that's exactly what happened. It went straight into the wall. I suppose it was always going to be in the wall, though, isn't it? How are you supposed to keep the blood in the water? Does the blood have to be in the water, or can it just be touching a wall? Hold on. This can't be the only idea. You want bleeding runes. Also, the method appears somewhat dependent on whether you want to keep it alive or not. Well, set up taverns. Your vampires enjoy social. A figured adventure mode. It is one adventure I found makes sense. Yeah, they won't suffer withdrawal anymore. That's years old. Doesn't have to be in the water though, right? Like, does that count? Are we good? Have I done it? Have we found our success? Please. He's in my suffering. Everyone's complaining about alcohol dependence, but who cares? The frickin' bartender handles this. This adventure mode, or is this vampires? Oh yeah, okay. I know what vampires do. I want to know what I need to do with well to water vampire access. Yeah, this is already the thing I'm aware of. I needed to be 1 lower. That's fine. I was aware of this. Fuck. I hope blood in the wall counts. And I see that that doesn't create what I thought it was going to create, so I probably could have been fine way earlier. I need him to get sucked to the middle. Yeah. Let's get rid of all the water again. Go stand where you need to, and I'm gonna stab your ass again. I probably could have forced the water exactly where I needed it to go if I'd been paying attention. There was this toothpaste packaging plant that was experiencing shipping of empty boxes to engineers out of the weighing area, and if some packages missed a toothpaste tube, the alarm would go off. The engineers noticed a sudden drop in alarm reports a week later. They came back to the plant, found the worker got annoyed with the alarm, and aimed a large ventilator at the conveyor belt to blow away the empty packages. I mean, it works, it works. If they're too light, the air blows them off. You win. About to sneeze. Or not. It went away. But not really. It's like the sneeze is hiding in the side of my nose. Bleed. God, I hate you. Remember the good old days when contaminants would spread across everything and multiply endlessly, causing fortress lag, but you know, you could get blood wherever you wanted for no problem whatsoever? I remember the good old days. I can't believe I ran that blood straight into the wall. The one thing I didn't want to do. Straight at that wall. Oh my God, bleed, you son of a bitch. Also, how's this aquifer doing? Oh, they built the wall. I will let you go back to feasting on people as soon as you bleed for me. Because the penultimate thing is if I can get it in the middle and drop it into the water below, there's no flow down below, so the water shouldn't, like, the blood should just stay in it. Because there's no flow. Should be endlessly perfect. What I do then is to save on production costs at the end of the work week, have a day set aside to fill all the empty packaging. I think it wasn't even that. I think part of the problem was that they were shipping empty boxes. Like they were getting returns, people being like, there's nothing in here. So they couldn't necessarily fill them at the end of the week because they didn't have any to fill. They sent them away like goobers. Goobers. Why aren't you bleeding for me? Boom, boom, beedly doo boo, boo, beedly doo boo doo. Okay. All right. Test number 97 of wooden spike up a dwarf butt. Please bleed. Please bleed. I would like you to bleed. Why isn't the spike activating? Well, he didn't bleed. So it doesn't do me any good. Unless he's covered in blood himself. Maybe he's got the blood on him. Sometimes they have the blood on them. He's trying to rest. Dwarf pus, dwarf pus. You are not helping me. Look at me, I'm all pussy. Come on. Okay, I'll try roast. Spike him in the butt. This is really starting to annoy me. Why? His stupid chain leggings. Damn it. About to strip him of all this steel shit. Just start getting shanked. Start really messing his leg up. Bleed again, please bleed. I would like your blood. Give me your blood, your blood, your blood. I really want your blood. Oh, good. It's raining elf blood. And just to check, you are not currently individually covered in blood. You just happen to have more and more pus. Or wait, spatter? Spatter of blood on his left knee. I can work with this. Splatter of blood, if water goes through him, we'll clean him off, right? No. Is he still covered in spattering of blood? Yes. Okay. You motherfucker. Give me the blood. What do you want from me? That's a cursor. All right. Where did the blood go? Where did the blood go? You son of a bitch, you owe me blood. Did the blood not leave him? No, the blood didn't leave him. He's got a very, very clingy knee, I guess. Where did the blood go? God damn it. You fucking kidding me? Stop protecting the blood. Give me your sweet, sweet, delicious freaking strawberry blood juice. You are the most obnoxious asshat. All right, you got moved again, and somehow more pus came out. Please tell me you let go of your blood. Why are you holding on to the blood? I hate this man. I hate this man. I'm trying. I am at wit's end of my sanity for getting this asshole to give me his blood. I've even started cheating and he's making it a pain in my ass. I just want him to bleed. I just want his sweet, sweet blood so that I may put it somewhere and drink it. I just want to drink a dwarf blood. Is this unusual? Is this weird? Does not everyone yearn in their dwarven hearts to sup upon freaking dwarf sanguineous? Sanguine flow? Give me your damn blood. Holy shit. We'll stab him some more. That blood isn't loose. We need loose blood. No, we've gotten him to bleed. I keep losing the blood every time. He's bled everywhere except the one place I need him to bleed. It's like he fucking panics. It's like, oh no. And he like yeets the blood over his shoulder in the wrong direction. We've even now gotten it to where he has blood just on him. And I've tried to like wash the blood off of him so that I could get the blood where I want it. And he like freaks out and covers his left kneecap. He cannot afford to let the blood touch the ground, because if the blood touches the ground, I might do something with it. How do you lose blood? By chucking it at a wall. Once it's hit the wall, you're not getting that shit back off easily. And if they chucked it on a wall that I constructed, then the wall would like the blood would disappear with the wall, or someone would clean the wall. I've not gotten him to get the blood by itself and not immediately go, oh, I'm sorry. How dare I bleed upon your project? Let me fix that for you. And he just bends over and cleans it or some nonsense. We had one perfect earlier. He's been disallowed from cleaning. Another dwarf snuck in with the construction crew and cleaned up the blood and left with the construction crew. It was like an Ocean's 11 fucking heist, but they stole my blood. They stole the blood I so very much needed. They didn't do anything with it. Somehow this man is freaking like unconscious and shit, But he's not giving me my damn blood. All right, there are multiple bloods now. That one hit him. Because he's unconscious on the ground and we're just running spears through his body. Swear to God if he's holding on to his blood again. Why does this game hate me? Why will blood not leave a dwarf? I need him. I need him to get rid of his blood. Pus. Pus. Oh. Oh, we have blood right here. We have some blood. All right, so this is what I want to do. Range 5, 5, 1, 7 deep water. Stop moving. You're gonna cost me my blood. What is he doing? DN. If I remove this, he should climb out. Swear to God, if this man finds some way to fucking churn up the blood. Stop swimming. Stop whatever you are doing. Please, for the love of God, stop it. Stop waving your arms around in some fucking goofy blender action. Please, please get rid of the ceiling and get this man out of here before he churns up the blood anymore. Okay, we have an opening. You can climb out of this opening. All right, restrict him to vamp. He can swim and or move. Or can he not swim this? I don't see why he couldn't. I swear to God, if I lose my blood, I'm gonna be very annoyed. He's building up his swimming skill, I suppose. Or he's just unconscious in the water. There are some bloods, but like I said, it's like congealing where he is. This is the worst thing. The blood is congealing where he is. All right, range is 1, 1, 1, 0 water. I thought I could pool him in, but it didn't work. He didn't care. Range is 5, 5, 1, 7 water. Fill that shit back to 7. Please move from that square, you jackass. All right, we will remove the square where he is. Fuck it. Talking about blood and pus. Welcome to the stream, Dom Doom 420. Dim cheats, bro. Gonna delete the blood water. Just get out of there.
Something else.
I don't even see anything moving. Don't tell me someone reached through the hole and cleaned the water. Tell me some of the blood's missing. Some of the blood is genuinely missing. God damn it. Get out of there. People are cleaning shit now. Build. I'm not allowed blood. Build well. Either that or somehow he got it back on him because he's blinking. Actually, you have a point there. Sort by nothing. Where's cleaning? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong way. Sort by cast, which means I should be able to get dwarves. And then all together, turn on cleaning, turn off cleaning. Is there anything that does not count as a dwarf? No. Okay, he's out. We have blood. We positively have blood in here. Does that count, or does the well need to be drawing water from where the blood is? Because there's blood in there. There is blood. Lord is my witness, there's blood. Or does this not count? It's not a red 7. Oh my god. Now I need to ban all booze and make that be a source of water. Water source. Z stocks. Count as alcohol, food, drink. What does this count as? Drinks. Forbid all the drinks. Oh golly gee, looks like you have to drink water, guys. Oh, I don't care, they can get the negative thoughts. We're gonna have to wait for this save. And also, we're going to pause. We're going to perform a YouTube pause. Ah yes, a YouTube pause.